Did you know that nearly 1.3 million Americans live in retirement or nursing homes today? Face the Facts USA tells us that 70% of these Americans have bills that average out to $83,000 per year, and they rely on Medicaid to pay them. In addition to the expenses, a lot of the residents aren't getting the attention they need. Redland's Daily Facts tells us that 85% of these residents don't get any visitors. Now my question is, how could this be? We should be celebrating the lives of these hardworking Americans that have made this country what it is today. I have the opportunity to do this every day. In fact, I work at Wesley Ridge Retirement Community, which is directly affiliated with the Methodist Elder Care Services. Our other services are Wesley Glen, Wesley at Home, and Hospice. At Wesley Ridge, it's our mission to make sure our residents' needs are met, but we can't do it alone. Donating to Methodist Elder Care plays an important role in supporting the mission, vision, and core values of our communities. The first thing we can do is donate financially. It supports the stability of our residents. Donating financially also supports the projects for our residents. And donating your time improves the quality of life for our residents. The first step to giving back to our elderly community is donating to support the stability of our residents. At Wesley Ridge, residents can run out of money just like you and I can. Whether it's the expense of living or medical expenses, the bills begin to pile up. One thing we can do is donate so that residents can live their life comfortably and ride out the rest of their lives. Imagine working at a job or several jobs for almost your entire life. And then imagine finally being able to retire and move into a retirement home. Then imagine being kicked out of that retirement home because the bills begin to pile up and you can't afford it anymore. Where would you find work as an elderly person? Where would you go? The truth is, you couldn't go anywhere. You would most likely end up homeless. Fortunately, Wesley Ridge and other Methodist Elder Care Services use donations to keep residents in homes that are on the brink of homelessness. Not every resident is in this position, and most of the time they're not. Most of the residents are doing okay. But be rest assured that there are residents that need our help, yours and mine. In addition to aiding in the stability of our residents, they have spiritual and physical needs that also need to be met. The second thing we can do is donate financially to support projects for our residents. The Rehabilitation Center, the chapel, the gazebo, and the patio for dementia patients have been made possible by donations alone. Every room in the rehab center has a patient that is in need of medical attention today. That place is truly changing lives. In fact, all of these new projects are changing lives. Before the rehab center, the residents had to go to Wesley Glen to get the medical attention they need. Now they can stay at home. Before the chapel, the residents worshiped in a small dark room off of the dining room, and they don't have to anymore. Before the gazebo, the residents didn't have an outdoor space to relax. Now they have one. And before the patio for dementia patients, no one went outside for the fear of being overheated. Now they can safely enjoy the outdoors. As of last month, designs for the aquatic center have been in the works. It includes a pool, a gym, a snack bar, locker rooms, and classes for residents who need physical activity. This May, I started donating to this project. A little over a year ago was my first time donating. I donated to the patio for dementia patients. I can't tell you how rewarding it was to see my name on the donors list in the monthly newsletter. I wish more than just our staff had the determination to give back to our elderly community. I conducted a survey asking what charity you would give to if you were given $1,000. The results were what I expected. 55% said they would give to underprivileged families. 27% of people said they would give to special needs children and adults. 18% said they would give to other organizations, and 0% said they would give to the elderly. For the fun of it, I conducted another survey asking if you could donate your time somewhere, where would you donate it? 27% said special needs, 36% said other, 18% said underprivileged families, and 18% said the elderly. Trust me, I believe all giving is important. And this survey wasn't to prove that elderly people are more important than others. It was simply to prove that we underestimate the financial attention that elderly people need. It's easy to forget about them when there's so many other causes to give to. Although some of us can't give financially at all. Another way we can donate is donating our time to improve the quality of life for our residents. As I mentioned before, 85% of residents living in retirement homes don't get any visitors. And in working in a retirement home for 3 years, I know this to be true. One resident tells me often how we improve her life every day just by talking to her. She spends most of her day in her apartment, so she looks forward to coming down and seeing us. Interaction with the elderly is important. Volunteers can have the same effect. In high school, actually before I started working at Wesley Ridge, I donated my time there. On holidays, I went there and I just simply talked to the residents. It didn't require money or talent or special skills, but just a little bit of my time. And you can do the same. Committing to 6 hours a month will brighten a resident's life. Arts, crafts, stories, and conversation is all that they're looking for. Giving back doesn't just stop at the staff. You can do it too. Conversations, companionship, and friendship is what they're looking for, and you can fill that spot for them. The relationships I've made at my job are irreplaceable, and that's something I'll always be able to take away from there. And you could have that same feeling too. To sum everything up, donating financially supports the stability of our residents, donating financially also supports new projects for our residents, and donating your time improves the quality of life for our residents in the communities. Donating to Methodist Elder Care plays an important role in supporting the mission, vision, and core values of our communities. At Wesley Ridge, we believe that older people matter to God and to us. We believe people deserve abundant life. We believe people thrive in a community with others. We believe we must constantly perfect our skills. And we believe we are stewards of the resources God has given us. These are posted all around our facilities. This is what we believe in, and this is what we stand for. And if you believe this is worth standing for, then you'd be a great contributor to Methodist Elder Care Services. I encourage you to donate your finances and time to Wesley Ridge and other communities. Thank you.